Welcome back to the Transform Your Mind to Transform Your Life podcast. You're listening to 5-Minute Fridays with Coach Myrna. Today, I want to talk on the topic of women empowering, finding strength in our unique paths. And I want to talk today about the scripture that Jesus talked about women finding their own unique path. And it was a poignant moment during his journey to the cross. Jesus spoke words that carried a message of empowerment for women that transcends time and tradition. So in this 5-minute segment with Coach Myrna coaching session, I want to encourage women that they do not need to conform to the expectations of society, but they can forge their own unique paths. So let us dive into the deep meaning of Jesus' prophecy and uncover the strength and significance it offers to women today, especially childless women in their unique life paths. So let's look at the scripture. In Luke 23:29, Jesus said, "For the days are coming when they will say, 'Blessed are the childless women, the womb that never bore and the breast that never nourished.'" So, listen, ladies, I know that having a child now has become popular, and Instagram and all the social media is full of women being proud of their bellies and pregnancy, and sometimes the ones that cannot have a child or do not want to have a child feel some kind of way. So this message today is to let you know that Jesus says that there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, he said, "Blessed are the childless women, the wombs that never bore and the breasts that never nourished." So I want to expand on this to let you know that you can forge your own unique path, whatever it is that your soul is telling you to do. And if it so happens that you were not blessed, you want a child, but you're not blessed with one, then this says that it's okay. It's you have your own unique path. So the first thing I want to dive into is the freedom from suffering. Childless women, according to Jesus, have a freedom from suffering. Jesus is saying that love causes suffering, and it does. For women, the pain of losing a child is like no other, and it never ends. But the joy that comes from loving your children wholly and completely is one that I would never trade, for a womb that never bore a child. Jesus' words convey the idea that childless women will be spared the anguish of witnessing their son's suffering as well. But personally, I believe the statement that says it is better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. So I would take the joy of childbirth, even if suffering is on the other side, because I'm a mom and there's no greater purpose of my life than being a mom and nurturing my children. But if I didn't have a child, then I will still find joy. The sun will still come up every morning, and I will be a mother to another child. Like, I personally adopted 3 children myself. So you don't have to bore children to be a mother. So let's talk about unique paths that Jesus was talking about. Jesus said that not all women embrace motherhood, and he encourages women to find strength and meaning in their individual journeys, whether as a mother or in other roles. Or it could be even mother roles, like aunts, and godmothers, or whatever else that, you can do to mother a child without bearing one. So choose your own path. Seek guidance from your soul. Some women move heaven and earth to have a child, and some women have no desire to be mothers. The choice is yours. Don't anyone force you and push you into doing something that doesn't come naturally to you. So let's look at stereotypes. in my intro, I talked about stereotypes that everybody thinks that women should be mothers, right? But Jesus' statement challenges traditional gender roles and stereotypes. It acknowledges that a woman's worth is not solely defined by her role as a mother. In today's world, women are CEOs and a force in business. We are no longer decorative housewives with the only function to make babies and make our husbands look good. I was rewatching Scandal the other day because I read Kerry Washington's book, and I'm so impressed with her. So I decided to rewatch Scandal. And, there's a moment there when the president told his wife, your function is purely decorative. You don't need to have a brain. I'm thinking, wow. So listen, we are more than decorative housewives and baby makers, okay? All right. So also, let's look at choice and autonomy. Jesus' statement emphasizes the importance of women having the freedom to choose their paths and make decisions about their lives, including the decision to have or not have children. And let me give you a present day example. Oprah Winfrey is an example of a powerful and successful woman who chose the unique path of not having children and not marrying. Now, Oprah was raped as a teenager, and the resultant child died after about a week in the hospital. I'm sure the pain of that experience is what Jesus is talking about, the suffering of losing a child. And maybe she never recovered. Maybe that's why she never wanted to have another one. So, in a world constantly evolves, Jesus' prophecy reminds us of the timeless power of choice and autonomy for women. Whether as mothers or not, women has the capacity to shape their own destinies and find strength in their unique paths. This message is a testament to empowerment, the freedom to choose, the celebration of individual worth. As we contemplate Jesus' words, let us honor and respect the diverse choices and paths of women all around us. May we support one another in our individual journeys, and may the legacy of Jesus' prophecy continue to inspire, empower, and strengthen women everywhere. So thanks for tuning into this week's episode of 5 Minute Fridays with Coach Myrna. If you're a mother, I embrace you. If you're one of the women that have a childless womb and breasts that have never nourished, I embrace you as well. Because guess what? Your path is unique, and you have other things to give to the kingdom other than being a mother. I mean, bearing a child. You can be a mother figure. So go ahead, keep your head lifted high, and embrace your uniqueness and your unique path. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of 5 Minute Fridays with Coach Myrna. If you're watching on YouTube, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and subscribe so you can get notified of new episodes. If you're watching or listening on iTunes, would love for you to not only subscribe, but rate and review. That gives the show a wider audience. Thanks again, and until next time, namaste.